What's up, everybody? We've had a couple of requests from a couple of subscribers for us to take a look at Zuru metal machines. So we're going to do that today. Went to my local Target and pretty much cleaned out the shelf of what they had. So Zuru is a toy company, obviously, that was founded in New Zealand in 2004 in a garage, and it quickly expanded to over 80 countries worldwide. They have since moved their home base to China, where they do most of their manufacturing, so they can be closer to the manufacturing. And in 2018, they decided to start competing with Mattel and Hot Wheels, and they released Zuru metal machines. So we're going to take a look at some of those today. So we have a 5-pack and several of the singles. But because of the way Zuru does things with their models, this is going to be a little different. So we're going to start with the first car in the 5-pack. This one is known as Typhoon. First off, let's take a look at the quality of the model. It's very much like a Hot Wheel. It's got a metal base, a plastic body. A little bit of detail here and there. These blue metallic wheels and tampos on it. Like this one says Metal Machines 126. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. Now, the reason why we're going to do things a little differently and go car by car is because Zuru does something that other companies don't do with their cars, and that is they might use the same casting but give it a different name. Which brings us to the first of our singles. Now, that yellow car in the back there is called Thriller. This one is called Typhoon. And as you can see, it is the same, literally the same casting as Thriller, just a different color. I mean, everything on this one is the same, right down to the tampos, just everything is a different color. Here's the back of the packaging for anybody that wants to know that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and open up Typhoon. And as you can see, it is literally the same car, just different colors. Like we have the chrome wheels, still with a metal base, plastic body. Now I will say these things are put together fairly well. I mean, it feels like I'm holding a Hot Wheel. So let's take a closer look at Typhoon. Now, the next one in our 5-pack is this kind of like red Baja looking number called Red Rogue. You can see Red Rogue's got blue and white tampos, the 4x4 racer. Once again, it's a metal base, plastic body. This one has off-road wheels on it with like a metallic blue finish. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this one. Now, just like Thriller and Typhoon, this one has, I've got a single that's the same model, just different coloring. So we're going to take a look at that now. And instead of Red Rogue, here we have Kinetic, which is the same exact casting, but in blue. And I mean, everything's the same on these, right down to the tampos. And I think that'd be a complaint of mine. I don't mind if you use the same casting over and over again, because, you know, Hot Wheels and all of them do that, though they don't change the names on them. But maybe change up the tampos a bit. I understand this is a new company with a new release, and maybe it'll get better over time, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and open up this one. I can't stress more the quality on these. These really do feel like Hot Wheels. You can see that Zuru metal machines are made in China. Now, just like the Red Rogue, same tampos, just everything's in a different color. I find some irony here is that this one is kinda in Hot Wheels race team colors. I find that amusing. Well, let's take a closer look at it. Got the metallic orange wheels. Now these are all, from the looks of them, metal base, plastic body. I think this one looks pretty nice. I kind of like this one, with the chrome sticking up out of the hood and everything. Now, next up in the 5-pack, we have Blanco. This kind of reminds me of something out of Speed Racer. It's got the striped tampos on it. It's all white, metallic blue base, white plastic body. The interior is chrome, as you can see part of it sticking out through the bottom here. Kind of like these teal metallic wheels. Actually a pretty cool looking car. So let's take a look at this one. Now, just like the last two I've shown you, here we have one known as Bonfire. It's the same car as Blanco, but in different colors, different color stripes. Go ahead, open her up. Now this one is orange. Still has the chrome interior, a smoke-colored windshield. The stripes on this one are green and white, and it still has the slightly greener metallic wheels. So far, I'm actually fairly impressed with these. They really do feel like Hot Wheels. I would like to see some maybe variant or maybe some licensed castings, but so far they're not so bad. The next one from the 5-pack is known as Spark and is kind of an old muscle car looking one. Looks like it could be based off of an old Chevelle or something to that effect. It's got a metal enamel yellow base, enamel yellow wheels, like a teal plastic body with blue and white striping. It says cross right there, and the number 73. It's got this big blown engine in the hood. It's chrome. It's clearly part of the chrome interior and these piping, the hood and or the grill and whatnot. Fairly nice looking car, probably one of my favorite ones out of these so far. And if we take it a step further, like what we've seen so far, we have Poison Ivy, which is a purple version of that car. Go ahead and crack this open. Now, the funny thing is, if you notice on all these cars, none of them have the name of the car on the base. So I'm literally keeping these cards over to the side just so we can know which car is which. This one's just like the teal one you see in the background there, except it has chrome wheels and an orange window. Metal enamel gray base on this one. Go ahead and take a closer look. Just a very cool model. It's one of my favorite ones out of the castings so far. And our last model from the 5-pack is going to be known as Dynamo. Now, I do not have a single of this casting, so this is the only one I have of it. It's a metallic blue, plastic body. I'm guessing that this gray on it might be part of the interior. The interior is the same color. I know it's kind of hard to see through that smoky windshield. Kind of looks like a reverse Dodge Viper. It's got a enamel metal base, enamel yellow wheels, and we've got these tampos on it. Don't ask me, R-Cuser Performance, I'm assuming. And Starlet? I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. Turbo R. One of the nicer castings, and I have a feeling it's going to be one of the faster cars of the bunch. So that's it for the 5-pack and 4 of the singles. Now we have 4 more singles. We're going to do 2 of them at once here. Here we have Epic and Sandstorm. They both share the same body, same car, same casting. But you can see this one is kind of like an EMS emergency, and this one is for the police. So let me get them out of the package. Here we have Epic. It's got these police tampos on it. Metal gray, enamel gray base. Plastic body. All kinds of detail. Blue windshield. Big front end. Off-road wheels. There's 5 spokes on it. And then get a closer look at it while I'm opening up this package. Now, I apologize. This video is a little unorganized because there's not much information on Zuru metal machines. I've done my best to get what I can on them. Now, here we have Sandstorm. Emergency Rescue Service. Their tampo worked. It's a little faded on rescue service there. This one's got a red window, chrome red lines in the wheels. Still the 5-spoke. And this one also has a enamel gray base. Now you will notice these are all fantasy cars. I don't think they have any licenses as of yet. But who knows, that could change if they take off. Now next up we have one that's called Buffalo. It's kind of this old blown pickup with the step sides. This is another one of my favorite of the bunch. Buffalo is a lowrider with this metallic green metal base, big chrome pipes on the side, chrome in the back. It's all tied to the interior. Green windows, blown engine, big chrome front grille. Just a really cool looking truck. Number 93. I'm thinking numbers don't have any real significance on these. And the last model we're going to take a look at is the Nitro Rider. Kind of reminds me, I hate to do comparisons like this, but it kind of reminds me of a Bone Shaker. Got the metal base, plastic body, chrome interior, green windows. The base is this kind of like neon green, big chrome pipes, some Tampo marking on the top. Interesting, these cars have all featured kind of like interesting ways of using the interior and throwing pipes and things all over the place. Now, Zuru metal machines retail for 79 cents each for the singles and $3.49 for the 5-pack. I got these a little cheaper than that at 59 cents and $2.49 for the 5-pack. So let's go ahead and take them over to the track and we'll race them. We'll put them in groups. Let's see, there's 13 of them here, so we'll just split them up into groups and we'll see which one's the fastest. Broken up into groups. It'll be the 5-pack, and then the other 2 groups will be 4 of the singles. The 5-pack is lined up. I'm not overly familiar with Zuru, so we're going to cheat sheet here. Lane 1 is Thriller. Lane 2 is Red Road. Lane 3 is Blanco. Lane 4 is Sparks. And Lane 5 is Dynamo. First one moves on. On your mark. Get set. Go! Next 4 are lined up. We have Nitro Rider in lane 1. Epic in lane 2, Sandstorm in lane 5, and Buffalo in lane 6. On your mark, get set, go! So far, Sparks and Epic are moving on to the final. Final 4 are lined up. Typhoon in lane 1, Kinetic in lane 2, Poison Ivy in lane 5, and Bonfire in lane 6. On your mark. Get set. Go! So the final will be Sparks, Epic, and Typhoon. They're lined up. In this case, it'll be the first 1 to 3 will be winner for today. We have Typhoon in lane 1, Epic in lane 2, and Sparks in lane 3. On your mark. Get set. Go! Racers are lined back up. Typhoon took the first race. We have Epic in lane 1, Sparks in lane 2, Typhoon in lane 3. On your mark, get set, go! And Typhoon took the second race. If it wins this one, it wins for today. The line back up, we have Sparks in lane 1, Typhoon in lane 2, and Epic in lane 3. On your mark. Get set. Go! So Typhoon is our winner for today. And that's our look at Zuru metal machines. If you like fantasy cars and you want to get something a little different from Hot Wheels, I recommend these. These are not bad little additions to your collection. Going forward, I would like to see maybe some licensed cars out of Zuru. I think they could do a good job with those. Also, maybe mix up the tampos a little bit. I know I just have a small selection of them here. But, you know, being a new car that's just come out, they might be overusing the same tampos over and over. But all in all, I would say quality-wise, they're, in my opinion, just as good as Hot Wheels. They're also pretty fast. So stay tuned. I think we're going to do a big brand challenge thing coming up. But that's it for today. Big thank you to the channel Rehabilitory. They're the ones who initially brought these to my attention. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, go check out Rehabilitory. It's a great channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon for notifications. Remember to play with your kids, and we'll see you next time.